Sorry to hit you with this moist critical style video here, but if you were in stream, you would know this was coming. Anyways, I got something that I want to talk about, and I just felt like this was the best way to do it. What I want to talk to you today is about something scary. Ooh, it's AI, specifically AI advertisements, and more specifically, AI advertisements in sports betting. Now, if you were alive during the NBA finals and you liked watching YouTube, you saw this one right here. I put it up on screen. Boo! Scared you, huh? But, anyways, this should remind you of a very, very popular advertisement that was going around during the NBA finals, where it was essentially the brand Kalshi promoting their brand with very flat out AI advertisements. It was very, very obvious. It screamed AI. And, obviously, I went just kind of went past it, just that good old little skip button on YouTube. That's kind of what we took advantage of, and we kind of just went from there. But big but, big but, there is kind of a recirculation. I thought it was okay. The NBA Finals, big time thing, not a lot of money, but let's still advertise. Don't love it, but I can sort of rationalize it. But recently, I'm going to put another thing on the screen. Jump scare warning in three, two, boom. Gotcha. This lady right here, this lady, who is not real, clearly artificial intelligent advertisement, has been everywhere. I have not been able to escape this advertisement. I've tried left and right. I have tried just, closing my ears. I've tried doing everything. I can't escape this advertisement. And it's very, very, very clearly been everywhere. I've looked on Google and stuff like that, and you can see so many different instances of these AI advertisements. And it's kind of concerning how we're just openly using AI for ads now. I don't love that, but more or less it's just something that I've noticed, and I don't have a giant like meta commentary thing about, you know, its use as a whole. I mean, I don't think AI is inherently bad. I take advantage of AI when doing homework, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's just weird, right? Like something that's this clearly AI, right? And this almost is like it's not one of those AI videos where like you might not think that it's AI or something. Like this is clearly AI. Like these are very, very, very clearly AI. They don't necessarily try to hide it either. But even if they were trying to hide it, I mean, just the way that this looks, the way that they sound, you can kind of understand. It just doesn't feel human. It doesn't sound human, even though there's no inherent thing you can point to besides I guess just these just do absolute stupidity of these advertisements. These are old men and women. There's this old women in a WWE ring, I think, just holding up a sign that says Dallas. That's clearly fucking fake, right? But it's like, you know, besides that, if it wasn't trying to be absolutely obscure, absolutely stupid, absolutely dumb, there's nothing you can really point to specifically. It just doesn't sound human and it just doesn't look human. And more so than any type of like meta commentary that I might have about it, it's just weird. It's just weird and I don't like it. I don't like it. It tingles me the wrong way. It gives me the bad heebie jeebies, if you were to call it that. So not much to really say. I don't really have much to say on it, but I mean, it's just kind of weird. How far do you go in terms of this? It doesn't seem like Kelsey's going to stop. There's multiple ads you can point at this point. And, the NBA Finals happened like May, and it's currently October, right? So this is clearly not a seasonal thing. They're in it for the long haul, regardless of whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. They're here. They are here and they will keep using Sora AI and ChatGPT until their little fingers fall off. And, again, this is going to be a cheap ad that they can just kind of throw out there and it's going to work. It's going to work. It's sports betting. You don't really have to get much for people with sports betting. It's like the inner degenerate is there. You just have to activate it. So it doesn't take much. But like how far does this go? How far does Kalshi take it? Do they ever hire actors for ads now? Um, I don't know what their numbers look like, but maybe they don't. Maybe other brands do this. Maybe DraftKings is just going to be a bunch of I like to call them clankers. Maybe that's just what they are. A bunch of clankers out there just clanking it up on an ad. So, I mean, maybe that's what it is. I'm not necessarily sure, but it's it's one of those things that's just odd. It's just weird. You don't see that, and quite frankly, it feels I mean, I know, super buzzword that I'm about to say here. Oh, look at me. But it feels dystopian, kinda, no? It's like these are general mainstream ads on YouTube.com that are 100% AI. Like not even like 1% human being. Like not even like a little Darman like just a you see at the end. It's like there's no like ending, there's nothing there. It's 100% AI. There's no human being aspect to it or anything. And so that's what makes it very very weird. But anyways, I'm kind of yapping at this point. This is my first time trying one of these videos. It's very 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 just kind of hanging out and just trying it out. So if you got anything that you would like to that I guess you want me to talk about, I'm good to talk about it. I'm looking for reasons to make YouTube videos. These are very low effort, not to degrade what Charlie does. I love Charlie so much. I watch him pretty much when I go to sleep. Every single night, I gotta watch a Moist Critical video before I go to sleep. So I'm not necessarily trying to dog on him. It's not in that sense. I love him. But this is, kind of an easier video to make. So if it does well, maybe I do it again. I don't know. Maybe. But anyways, that's that's kind of really all that I had planned. I'm not trying to copy Charlie too much. But yeah, I guess love your boys. Take care. See ya and peace.